Morning at Collinwood, and the residents of the great house are unaware of the dangers that surround them. But in the old house on the huge estate, there are two people who are very aware of those dangers, and on this day, they will make a desperate attempt to end them.
Julia.
Good morning.
What are you doing out of bed? You're very ill.
No, I'm better now.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm still weak, but I'm able to go out. And I have to go out. There's something I must do.
What?
I must go visit Maggie Evans.
Why?
She's been seeing Nicholas Blair.
Maggie?
Yes, he's been to her house several times. Vicky told me. He's interested in buying a painting that her father did. I'd like to find out if Maggie knows anything about him. No one seems to know anything. All anybody seems to know is that he's posing as Cassandra's brother, which we know he isn't.
Well, he caused Cassandra to die, I'm sure of that.
Yes, so am I. I'm certain he had something to do with Tom Jennings, too.
You still think that Blair made Jennings what he was?
Possibly.
But it isn't possible, Julia. He exists by day. We've both seen him.
Part of it is I know he's not a vampire, but I know that a vampire does exist somewhere very close to us. I believe that Nicholas Blair is involved. We must find out what his involvement is. We must find the vampire and destroy him, or none of us will be safe. Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Julia.
You look disappointed to see me.
Oh, no, not at all. I just thought you might be Joe.
Joe? Isn't he at work?
No, that's just it. Cannery just phoned to say that he didn't report for work. That makes 3 days in a row. And he's not answering his phone. Julia, I'm terribly worried about him.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know. He says he's just tired.
Perhaps he simply came out of the hospital too quickly.
I hope that's all it is. Julia, was there some special reason you stopped by?
No, I just wanted to see how you are.
Well, aside from worrying about Joe, I'm fine.
Good. By the way, Maggie.
Yes?
Vicky told me that you had an offer for one of your father's paintings, a very good offer.
Yes, from Nicholas Blair. He's offered me $2,000 for this painting.
Well, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. It's more money than Pop ever got from a painting.
Did you set the price?
No, Mr. Blair did. But I had to be honest with him and tell him that he was offering me more than the painting was worth.
What did he say?
Well, he said the painting was worth $2,000 and he wanted to pay it, even though I would have accepted less.
Don't you find that rather curious?
Well, yes, in a way.
Mr. Blair seems to be very anxious to part with his money.
I think Mr. Blair must be very wealthy and certainly very generous.
Generous?
Well, yes, I think he offered me that money because he thought I needed it. That's why I didn't accept the offer right away. I don't like the idea of of taking charity.
Why would Nicholas Blair want to be charitable to you? Do you know him that well?
No, I hardly know him at all.
Really?
You know, there's something rather mysterious about Mr. Blair.
What do you mean?
I barely know him, and he barely knows me, but he's gone out of his way to be kind to me.
Perhaps he's attracted to you.
Oh, no, he knows that I love Joe. He knows we're engaged. And he's never behaved as if there's anything more than just a friendship.
Well, I may be too cautious, but I tend to be wary of excessive kindness from strangers.
Well, still he's offered me $2,000, and I'm very tempted to accept that offer. I could certainly use the money.
Well, then you'd be foolish not to accept it.
I suppose so. But I do have until 5 to make a definite decision.
5?
Yes, Mr. Blair just called, and he said that he'd be by at 5 o'clock to get my answer. I told him it would probably be yes.
I see.
Julia, would you excuse me for a moment? I want to try calling Joe again.
Of course, I must be going.
Oh, so soon?
Yes, I only stopped by for a moment to see how you were.
Oh, that was very kind. Please stop by again anytime you want.
I'll do that. Bye, Maggie.
Goodbye, Julia.
Maggie.
Joe!
I came in the back way.
Joe! Joe?
Maggie.
What happened?
It's all right. I just blacked out for a minute.
Let me help you to the sofa.
I can make it by myself. It's all right.
Joe, I'm going to call the doctor.
No, don't.
Joe, you need a doctor. You're obviously sick.
No, I'm not sick. Not really.
Joe, how can you say that? You just fainted.
I know, but I'm okay now.
You don't look okay. You're so pale. You look sick.
Well, I may look sick, but I'm not. I'm just weak, Maggie. That's all.
Well, I don't understand it. You were fine when you left the hospital.
Well, maybe I went back to work too soon. If I just rest a couple of days, I'll be okay.
Joe, I'm worried about you. Please see a doctor for my sake.
No, Maggie.
Why not?
Because if I see a doctor, he's gonna put me back in the hospital. And I don't want to be put in the hospital.
Joe, the hospital is a place you should be if you're not well.
Maggie, I'm okay.
Joe, you're not being reasonable.
All right, I'm not being reasonable. I don't want to see a doctor.
Oh, Joe,
Let's not argue about it, all right?
All right, I'm tired of arguing, too. And I'm also tired of being stood up.
Oh, Maggie.
Well, we had a date last night. Did you forget?
No, I didn't forget.
Well, then where were you?
I had some important business to attend to. I tried to get to a phone, but
What was the business?
I had to see someone.
Who?
I can't tell you that.
All right. Just don't tell me.
All right, look, Maggie, I know that you've got a right to be mad.
Well, of course I'm mad. What girl wouldn't be? We're supposed to be engaged, and you treat me as if I don't matter to you at all.
Maggie, look at me. Please look at me. I love you.
Do you?
You know I do.
You don't behave as if you do.
Maggie, No matter what I say, no matter what I do, I love you. You've got to believe that. Maggie, never stop believing I love you no matter what.
Joe, the strange way that you've been behaving. There's got to be some reason for it. Can't you tell me what it is?
All I can tell you is it has nothing to do with the way I feel about you.
Can't you tell me more than that?
No, Maggie, please don't ask me to. I wish I could, but I can't, so I just... Don't ask me to. Now, I know that's hard for you to accept, but I want you to try.
All right, Joe, I'll try.
Maggie, you've got to help me. There's something you've got to do for me.
What?
Look, let me stay here tonight. In this house, with you. Sit up with me all night. Don't let me out of your sight. If I want to leave, don't let me.
Joe?
And lock the front door.
Lock?
That's right, lock all of the doors.
Joe?
Maggie, don't ask me why I want you to do this. Please. Just do it.
All right, Joe. All right.
Well, was Maggie able to tell you anything about Blair?
Well, not exactly. She thinks he's charming, but all she knows is that he's interested in buying one of Sam Evans' paintings.
I was afraid your visit would be pointless.
Oh, it wasn't pointless, Barnabas. I did learn something.
What?
Nicholas Blair will be out of his house at 5 o'clock.
How do you know that?
Because he has an appointment with Maggie to discuss the painting. His house will be empty, probably for an hour at least.
Are you proposing that we break into the house and search it?
Yes.
I have a feeling that we will find something very interesting in that house. Something that will tell us a great deal about Mr. Nicholas Blair.
Joe, what are you looking out the window? What are you looking at?
Shadows on the grass.
Shadows.
Yes, the sun will be setting soon. Very soon.
Yes, what about it?
Nothing. Did you lock the front door?
No.
Lock it.
All right.
Wait a minute. We're getting out of here.
What?
Now, out of Collinsport. We're just gonna get in my car and leave.
But Joe, you know I'm expecting Mr. Blair.
Maggie, I'm asking you to leave Collinsport with me now, forever.
What?
It's the only thing we can do, Maggie. It's the only solution.
Solution to what?
Never mind. Just do what I'm asking you to do. Go pack your bags and let's get out of here.
I can't do that.
Maggie, you got to. For my sake. For both of us.
Joe, I can't just pack my bags and leave the city that I've lived in all my life. Where would we go?
I don't know. I don't care. Any place else.
How would we live?
Maggie, we'll get married. I'll support you somehow. But the point is we've got to get out of here.
Joe, you're You're not making any sense. Joe, what is it? What are you afraid of? Joe, tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help you.
No one can help me.
What does that mean?
I have to leave.
Leave?
I have to leave this house. I have to leave you, Maggie.
But Joe, you told me that you didn't want to leave me.
I have to.
But why? Where are you going?
I can't tell you that.
Joe, I'm not going to let you leave this house.
Maggie, you can't stop me from leaving.
Well, I can and I will. You told me to keep you here if you tried to leave, and I'm going to do that.
No.
Joe! Something strange is going on here. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling that you shouldn't leave this house.
I have to. Now get out of my way, Maggie.
No, Joe, I won't.
I'm warning you, get out of my way.
Joe! Joe! Joe!
I tried to resist you, but I couldn't. I couldn't.
I wonder why the door isn't locked.
I don't know.
I don't think we should do this. It's too dangerous. He may still be in the house.
It's not likely. We know he's with Maggie.
Well, how can you be sure? I'm frightened, Barnabas. I don't think we should go through with this.
We'd better go through with it. We've never had a better opportunity.
I suppose not.
I'll better search the house alone. You wait outside.
But, Barnabas...
Wait outside. Now, if you see his car coming, knock on the door. It'll give me a chance to get out the back way.
All right.
Barnabas!
Joe, what are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I came to see Mr. Blair. Apparently isn't home.
No, I guess not. I was looking for him, too.
Well, may I ask why?
Well,
Yes,
it's Maggie.
Maggie.
Yes, he came to visit Maggie several times while I was in the hospital, and I don't like it, so I came to tell him to stay away from her.
Are you going to fight them?
Well, I hope it doesn't come to that. Hope a simple warning will be sufficient.
Joe, I think you'd better go home.
No, I think that you're the one that had better go, Barnabas.
Why do you keep looking out the window? Why are you so nervous?
I'm not looking forward to my talk with Mr. Blair, but it's time we had a meeting.
I see.
Please, Barnabas, go now, right now.